What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Timeless Gallery, and today I want to talk about a little bit of art business, so to speak. And we're going to call this Keep Your Receipts. Okay? Keep your receipts. What I mean by that is, as an artist, usually what happens is most artists don't either understand or they're just not used to dealing with the business aspect of art when it comes like to selling your art and things of that nature, or pretty much how to price it. Okay, how do you price it? What do you do? Is there any kind of formula, any kind of method? You know, are you charging too much? Are you charging too little? What's the right amount? Who's gonna buy it at the price that I set? You know, how do I even come up with the number in the first place? And I say keep your receipts mainly because for you to have a personal account of what you spend on your art supplies. And I said this before in a video a long time ago. I was told kind of like a formula that I come to actually it actually does work. It actually does make sense with what I do. And the formula is this when it comes to really pricing your work. I mean, this is just one. You can come up with your own. I'm pretty sure there are people around all over who have their own method, and that's fine. But I was told a way that works very well for me. It actually makes me feel comfortable about how I price my art. Whenever I decide to sell it. Sometimes I sell, sometimes I don't. But the formula for me actually works. And it's pretty much goes like this. I said this a long time ago before, but it goes like this. You take the total amount of the money you spent in purchasing the tools you need. How much the paints cost, how much the canvas costs, you know, and and you want to know what kind of canvas do you use, because not all canvases are created equal. What kind of paints do you use? Not all paints are created equal. You have paints that are matte, like this kind of paint right here is matte paint, meaning it's a very, it's not a lot of gloss and shine to it, okay? And you have paints that are very glossy. What kind of paints you use? Watercolor, acrylic, oil, or what kind of medium do you use in general? Charcoal, pencils, pens, markers. What kind of markers you want to use? You want like kind of like the marker paint. We had like it was like paint inside of like a big marker type tool, and you use that. Those type of things, and all of that comes into account because you're spending this money to buy these items. Okay, so you can use these items. These are not just things you just use just for the sake of. But no, these are things. These are actually part of the equipment. Okay, so you want to take that into account. And what you do is you total all that up. Whatever you spent, it's about all the tools you need. If you want to like do carving, how much the blades cost, how much the knives cost, the material you use for sculpting what kind of stone you use, the marble, limestone, whatever it is. What kind of chisels do you use? The different kinds of chisels. All these things go into account. It's inventory. You pretty much take an inventory of everything that you have purchased, okay, before you do the work. And then you say, okay, well, what kind of canvas do I use? What kind of canvas do I use? What's the size of the canvas? You got canvas small, you got canvas that's just massive, like the size of a mattress, and larger. And not all canvases are the same price, depending on where you go to buy the canvas. You can go to art stores, you can go to Walmart, and these canvases can be the same size but at the same price. So where you buy the items matter. The quality of the canvas matters. The quality of the paintbrushes. We go buy paintbrushes. Where'd you go to get the paintbrush from? Or paintbrushes? Are they soft bristle, hard bristle? Are they fan? Are they chisel? Are they pointed or stiletto, as they say? All these things matter. Okay? Once you have gathered every single item that you will need. You take an inventory of how much those things cost, because they all cost. Okay? And then you say, okay, add up all of the cost of everything I spend, and I multiply it by 10. Okay? The times 10 is the time it takes to make the piece. Pardon me, y'all, had to pause for a minute. But anyway, what I was saying, the times 10. The time 10 goes into the quality of the work, like, because your skills are really what push you over the top with the times 10, or you can multiply more. It's really your skills, but the time, the effort you take, because you got to take time out of your day to sit down and concentrate and focus and give the customer what they pay you for. It takes the place, because wherever you are, that means something that goes on with the place. The detail, which goes into the quality. The bulk of that is really time and quality, because you are paid for the quality of your work. The greater the quality, the greater the value. Okay, that's really what it is. And you're also paying for the artist's originality. You're paying for the originality, because you're going to the artist because they have a particular style or preference. So you're paying for the style, you're paying for the time, and you're paying for the quality. Those things go into the times 10. And I said keep your receipts, because I don't say it like this, This isn't actual receipt for what I bought. But let's say you bought. Let's say you got a 16 by 12 canvas, right? Like I have. I'm looking at it right now, 16 by 12. And let's say the canvas was $3 and some change. Okay, like because I played this. I bought a two piece canvas set for $3.30 at Walmart, and I also bought eight containers of paint, matte paint, that cost 50 cents each. Okay, so if I were to take 50 cents times 8, that's $4. Okay, and then I do plus the $3.30 that I spent on the two canvas pieces, the two canvas, right? I said, okay, what is that total? So if we do 50 cents times 8, $4. Take that plus $3.30. That equals $7.30. Now that's just what I spent. That's what I spent overall for the paint and the canvas. Okay. Now I do the times 10. The times 10, like I said, is the time, the quality, and the originality. The artist itself. And plus, you want to recoup what you spent. So whatever you spent, you want to get it back. Okay. So if you spent a certain amount, the first thing you want to do is get the money that you spent. You want that back. Then you want to add on more so you can buy more equipment to supply your other clients, or supply your potential clients, or your potential supporters. So if you do $7.03 times 10, that is $73. So if you're going to sell a piece that's like 16 by 12 or 12 by 16, pardon me, and ask you, well, how much does this go for? You say $73, or you probably say $75 is a nice round number. Either 70 or 75 is a nice round number, And that's really because you want to get back what you spent, plus the times 10 for the effort and the energy and the quality of the work. Okay, That way you can go buy more equipment. You can say, okay, how much I spend for the equipment in the first place? Now that I have money, I can buy more of the equipment. So if I have another client, I can and they say, "Where say, oh yeah, I want something like that too. How much does it cost?" You give them the price. Now you have an idea in your mind of what to set your price. Okay. Now you have that idea in your mind. You can say, okay, items or a painting that like 12 by 16 piece canvas costs this amount. If it's 18 by 20 or 16 by 20, it's this amount. If it's a large piece, it's this amount. Because you've already done the math in your head. You already know how much you spent for this, and this. And then you can do the times 10, you know how much to charge for it. Okay, so, but it's all based off of keeping your receipts. Anytime as an artist, you spend money on equipment for your particular discipline in art, always remember how much you spent. Always, always keep the receipts. Always have an account of what you spent on for your work. Always remember that. If you remember nothing else, the best way to start off is keep your receipts. Always keep your receipts so you can always have an idea of what I spent and how much work goes into using these items, and I have my price. Okay? So that's just a basic, it's a rule of thumb for me. Like I said, everyone's different, everyone has their own method. Hey, it works for you, fine. Hey. And it may be another method that I may hear that I can agree with. I can also incorporate that. But for me, what works for me, especially if you're new, or you're just starting out and you want to know what's a good what's a good price to give, like what's the way to do it. I find that this particular method works best for me. Right? So hope y'all enjoy that little piece of information. Hope it helps someone. Leave a comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. I will catch you all later. Peace.